Hi, this is Julie with Geek Mom Media. Today we're going to be talking about Twitter and the 270 million reasons your small business should be using Twitter. There are 270 plus million active users on Twitter a month. It's one of the fastest growing social networking sites, and many of your customers are already there. Twitter can help you build brand recognition by replying and engaging with different tweets that you see that are in the same vein or in this complement your business. You can help get your name out there. You are able to build relationships and then start looking at how you can sell and get your product information out on Twitter. Building relationships versus selling means that you'll want to use the 80-20 rule, which is 80% of your tweets should be informational images, just tweets about things that you are concerned about, and then 20% about your product that you are trying to sell. There are tons of analytic information available on Twitter through the ads dashboard. Should you choose to run Twitter ads. And there are lots of other tools available out there for Twitter users to help manage their accounts. Apps like Hootsuite, Buffer, FollowerWonk, Topsy, and Tweetroid are just a few. There's free marketing. As far as tweets go, they are easily moved into the marketing realm. Things about news, your promotions, events, specials, all of those type things would fit into that 80-20 rule and be, part of your tweet resources. You can use Twitter as a resource to research keywords, hashtags, and look at other usernames to see what they're tweeting about. It's a great place, especially for hashtags, because you can do searches on all of those things and see what people are tweeting and what items are getting traction. It will help you understand and know your competition better, and it gives you the ability for something to simply go viral. And you never know what that something's going to be. I'm sure that most people whose tweets or videos or whatever that go viral don't have any idea that that's going to happen when it does. So that is because of the number of people on Twitter and retweets and whatnot. That's a real possibility. Some suggestions and cautions for your Twitter account. Profile tips. Your username is limited to 15 characters, so make sure that you are researching that before you get ready to set that. You can go in and change your username if you like, so that's a nice option. Your bio is limited to 160 characters, so you'll want to use some keywords in there that will let your followers know what you tweet about and what you care about. And if you'd like a little more privacy, you can also use your logo versus a picture. But I would suggest that you have something, not just the little egg-looking thing that for people that don't have any kind of picture in their profile. Other profile tips, the image types that are supported are JPEGs, GIF, and PNG files. The header does not support GIF images, though, so just keep that in mind. Did you know that you can pin a tweet? You simply select which tweet you want any new user coming to your page to see when they visit your profile by clicking the ellipsis icon. That's the three little dots inside brackets on your profile page, and then select Pin to Profile Page. And that tweet will show up first at the top when anybody new comes to your page. Your profile page I lost my train of thought there for a second. Tweets are limited to 140 characters, which seems really short, but you kind of get used to it after a while, and you find ways to make that work. Things like URL shorteners, like bit.ly, like tinyurl, help in that respect a lot. And then the next thing, it would be just understanding how tweets work, and you catch on to that pretty quickly after you've done a few tweets, read your things that are showing up in your timeline for you to see that other people are tweeting. Things like retweet or RT, D if you're going to direct tweet to someone, but keep in mind that you have to be following, they have to be following you in order to direct tweet to them. You can add someone's username by typing the @ sign and then their username, and it will tag them, and then also your favorite hashtags. I would caution you to use favorite with caution. If you are using this primarily strictly for a business, as you don't want to offend any of your customers, and things that you find cute or humorous, especially in the arena of politics and religion, might not be cute or humorous to your customers. So just in the vein of trying to make sure that you don't inadvertently offend any of your customers, it's best to watch what you favorite, because sometimes people look at that. I mean, I look at what people favorite all the time, so I'm sure other people do as well. As far as your header, your profile, and your tweets, the profile photo is a 400 by 400 pixel image with a max size of 2 megabytes. Your page header is 1500 by 500, and an image tweet can be 1024 by 512. There are also Twitter cards available that I'm not going to go into how Twitter cards work, because that's a whole nother 10-minute session, actually even more than 10 minutes. But basically, your Twitter cards, a lead generated card is 600 by 150. The summary and gallery photo card is 280 by 150. The product card is 160 by 160, and a website card is 240 by 96. If you're interested in getting started with Twitter cards, you can go to dev.twitter.com/cards/getting-started. And that concludes our 10-minute mentoring session on Twitter for this evening. Thank you for joining.